No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the ground, it's a rookie from Tennessee. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to...
He's got a man, complete. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jalen Wright with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a Viking score. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. Touchdown, Titans! Harrison Bryant, 52 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes him so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now Lawrence to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, 26 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he stopped immediately there. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his 2nd drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's 3rd and 9. Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Jones on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Jackson now. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They go play action with Jackson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Now third down and very long. Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Lawrence will throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. It's a throw again is Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1 yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Xavier Legette, 99 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On the give, this is Wright. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Forced out to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Here's Wright. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. To throw is Jackson. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on first down with Wright. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. It fights him off, eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Wright. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings have taken the lead. In the 2nd quarter and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Boye Mafe, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On first down, they'll start out with Wright. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Wright. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flushed out right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now Lawrence. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion comes the tight end left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Lawrence going to keep it. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. From the shotgun, Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's right. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. Jackson. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Lawrence to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Zay Jones, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Thomas brings it in. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. Now Jackson. He's got Akins, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's interference. Defense.
Let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Lawrence to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He was downright amazing with 3 touchdown passes and another one scored on the ground for good measure. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today,
down the numbers. There he goes. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Xavier Legette, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Aubrey good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And here comes Tennessee. Set to take the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans have come back to make it a 2-point game. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at them with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as
here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Jackson now. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And the ball is knocked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. T.J. Hockenson with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That is caught. It's Uzoma. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And Xavier Legette with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a completion to Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a stoppage for an injured player. A lot of people holding their breath on this one right now. That's Stephon Diggs, who is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Man open, here's Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Complete to Wright. Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesar. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Coleman. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. But he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
On play action, Lawrence.
And Diggs has it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the move past the 40.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 39 yards.
And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On the zone read to give to right. 66 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Wright's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Jackson.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Thomas brings it in.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Now Jackson. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. And they're singing in the Music City. The Tennessee Titans are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name.